boy. To all of our viewers on Synergy TV, all those of you on the Caribbean Showtime Television in Canada, a very warm, warm welcome to another edition of the program Conversations with Zelisa, where we continue to inform, educate, empower, and answer those unanswered questions. I am Zelisa Budusing Rupani, humbly inviting you to sit back, relax, enjoy. Get your pen, get your paper, get your phone so you could store numbers, you could take notes. That will be helpful for you and your loved ones. Directing this morning and in Master Control, Hisham Costello. On behalf of the team, I'd like to wish each and every one of you a fantastic day today. Happy Friday, my friends. It's Friday, the 7th of July, 2023. It is a day and time we'll never have the opportunity to have again. If you're celebrating a birthday, happy birthday. If it's your anniversary, happy anniversary to you and yours. That's someone special. Let's quickly go to our quote for today, coming to us with the kind compliments of Fab India Expo, and it says, life doesn't get easier or more forgiving. We get stronger and more resilient. And that's it. You know, even earlier this morning when I was talking to Master Eric, we're going to have our challenges in life, but what is important is that we become stronger and more resilient. That came to us with the kind compliments of Fab India Expo. Check them out today. This is the white tent opposite Medford gas station. It's the real deal, especially now with the play era. You could take your children and have a fun day of shopping, eating, and having fun with your kids. Of course, our program this morning coming to us with the kind compliments of Oats, Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, and they are located LP 78 Monroe Road in Cunupere and opposite Palmis Park in San Fernando. Pay them a visit, check them out. Telephone contact numbers are 354-4459. That's 354-4459, 497-7226, 497-7226. All right. And of course, let's say Sitaram or Namaste, Assalamu Alaikum, Sairam, and a warm, warm welcome to Master Eric.
Thank you, Zelisa. And also Sitaram, Assalamu Alaikum, Sairam, and good morning, everyone. Nice traffic this morning.
It was okay for you?
Oh, it was real nice.
Very good, because on my way, I encountered some traffic and I was saying, but school is out, why do we have this traffic? But nevertheless, it's a nice day today.
Say your prayers before you go.
Okay.
But Zelisa, I know you wanted to enter with something, but we're going to talk about some things today that we're seeing.
Okay.
With a lot of people.
Good. If you'll allow me, please, I always get feedback and I always get calls from our listeners and our viewers, especially when they come to visit you, they would give me a little update. And one of the things I wanted to talk about, and I think it caught my attention then, we all know of your strengths in the spirituality, how you help, with spiritual problems and things like that, counseling and so much more that you do. And we always talk about the body scans, the health scans. One of my viewers, listeners, came to you, and she came with a spiritual problem, to get help for a spiritual problem. And so she actually decided to do the body scan. And what she said to me was amazing, because she said, Z, I'll tell you something. I went there for help to get myself in, to always keep checking on your health to ensure that everything is all right, because prevention is better than cure. And I just wanted to raise that, because now she was able to say, good, I could work on that aspect of my life as well, regain my strength and her health. And I don't think people understand how detrimental inflammation can be to our bodies.
Well, actually, it's the cause of everything. See, when people, they say body scan, so they're thinking like an MRI,
yeah,
CT scan, and there's also different type of scans out there. But people, this isn't like that. We actually go down And I'll break it down to simple terms. We go down to the molecular level. So let's say I can go down to one cell in your body and find cancer. Or I can find when a tumor starts to develop, which the other ones cannot. And inflammation attacks every part of your body. Let me explain. We are not conscious every day of what we are putting inside of us when we eat and when we drink. And there's a lot of products out here that isn't good for you. And it also depends on your body chemistry. How you are made up as an individual, because every individual is different.
Correct.
Now, when we go and do the scan just doesn't pick up what is wrong. We go one step further. And the one step further is we detect what is starting to go wrong.
Right.
So you can prevent it.
Yeah.
And this is where the one that wrote you, and we've got thousands and thousands that when they came, they said, we didn't know that.
Yeah.
My scan goes into where we can find if you have dementia, if you have Parkinson's, if you have Alzheimer's, if you have reactive insanity, any type of psychosis, it identifies.
Yeah.
You know, and now with dementia, Zelisa, we're doing a big case right now, and this person spent a couple million US sending his wife overseas to Europe, Canada, and US.
And that's
for
costly.
help.
Yeah.
And they said she's beyond help. They're sorry. So we started, and for 8 months now, she was like a vegetable. She couldn't move in bed. And now we have her up. She's talking. She's remembering.
Wow.
We brought her back 80%.
Brilliant.
Because we can go in and regenerate bad cells and have them start to become normal. And the doctors are baffled. They're not understanding how. Now, in the heart, a lot of Trinidadians have heart problems. And
because we're stressed.
well, what we're able to do when we do the scan, we're scanning 18 different points of the heart. So if we want to say, let's look at the valves of the heart only. It goes in, looks at that, and comes back out.
Yeah, you could narrow down.
Now, a lot of people has inflammation in the heart.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand that. And once we go in and treat that with the same machine, all the discomfort goes away. When the doctors does another echocardiogram, they see that the heart has increased in its function.
Excellent.
So I think people really need to start looking. Skin disease, we do all the layers of the skin. Women, if your hair's falling out, thinning. We go to the hair cuticle and we're looking inside the root of the hair. And we're actually seeing what is deficient and what vitamins you need to start taking.
Wow.
There's a lot of different ways, but prevention is the key.
It is.
And it's a process. Now, you have to work as a team.
Yeah.
We can't be telling you what to do and how to do it.
Agree.
And then you cheat.
You cheat. You're
Like
harming
one lady,
yourself.
she came in and the scan when we did the treatment. It does immediate rescan and treatment. And I saw and I said, ma'am, you've cheated. She goes, it's Haagen-Dazs. Right? Some people just love their sweets. It's comfort for them.
But it's detrimental for you.
It is.
And so what I love is that you get in, you get to the root, you find out the problem. But what is also important to complete the process, you have the process of getting healed. You have the solution and you treat that. And
With
that is
no
brilliant.
medication.
That is excellent.
That's what people's baffled about.
Yeah. Brilliant.
You know, but I'm just glad that more people are starting to listen.
Yeah.
They're coming in.
Nice.
And they're actually starting taking pride in themselves now, and they want to get better.
That is important. So at least the message is getting out there. But what is also extremely important is that you're waking up and knowing, I need to take care of me, I need to love me, and I need to make sure that my health is intact. And that is awesome. So because I know a lot of people will know, oh, well, Master Eric is good for, but I thought I wanted to share that, because when she sent me the message, I said, this is something that people we're walking around and we're sick, we're dying. I mean, the day we're born, we start to die, but we could preventative measures of, we have our loved ones to take care of.
Well,
so I thought I wanted to share that with
we
her.
have a due date.
Yeah.
It's already written before
whether we
we're
like
born.
it or not.
Right. But we could live better.
Healthier.
During that time.
Happier and healthier.
And be able to run with your grandkids. Be able to do things.
Yes.
Instead of having to be confined into a chair.
Yeah.
And
limit your life. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't steal. I said it this morning. Don't steal your joy. Don't take away your happiness. And sometimes we ourselves are the ones that are doing harm to our own bodies and our own lives. Yeah.
And I have a lot of women, Zelisa, where, and this is why I put women at very high regard. Most women, and I call them tanties, right? And hi all the tanties out there, because they just love coming. The thing is, they've always done for everybody else.
Yeah.
And they've neglected themselves.
Very true.
And now it's time that they start looking after
You're
themselves.
very correct. We take care of everybody but ourselves.
I applaud them because they're walking in pain, they're cooking in pain, they're cleaning in pain, but they're not really complaining.
They don't ever complain.
And they still get it done.
Yeah.
But nobody really looks and appreciates what they do.
No. Take it for granted that you should do it. It's your duty and obligation. But they don't understand that the sacrifice you as yourself, the energy that it takes. Because as you get older, obviously you don't have the energy that you would have when you're in your 20s or 30s or 40s. No, and you may not be working, but the fact is your body is deteriorating. You cannot be the same or have the same energy. So I think it's a family affair that people need to recognize and understand. Let me just try to help or take some of the workload away.
And then one more thing before we go into what we wanted to talk about. Do you know, and I'm going to be honest, 80% of the people that come in with stomach problems and digestion problems, our system will pick it up and say they're semi-allergic to gluten. So we tell them, eat gluten-free bread, eat gluten-free rice, gluten-free pasta. Do you know they're walking around like teenagers now? They're feeling good.
Healthy, yeah. You get back your energy.
So the scan isn't just for bones.
Yeah.
Or muscles and things like that. It's detecting what you are lacking or what you shouldn't be doing. And it's very important.
Get back on track. Yeah. Take accountability for your life or the life of your loved ones, your parents. Ensure, listen, when you were young and you were in Pampers or whatever, and you creeping and walking, they were the ones that made sacrifices for you. Huh? They shattered their dreams to allow you to become the person that you are today. So it is important that you recognize and remember now in their days where you need to hold their hands and to, pamper them and show them the love and take care of them. It is your duty and responsibility. So, step up and be good children to your parents and grandparents. Our program this morning coming to us with the kind compliments of Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited. There are two branches, one LP 78 Monroe Road in Cunupare and the other opposite Palmies Park in San Fernando. Telephone contact numbers are 354-4459 497-7226. Those numbers again, write it down, store it on your phone, Master Eric, 354-4459 497-7226. It's on the television screen as well. Let's go to these messages when we return. We continue our conversation with Master Eric. Stay with us.
Welcome to OATS, Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, the future of healthcare, which provides full body scans which we detect and treat cancer, tumors, all heart conditions, cysts, fibroids, dementia, Parkinson's, just to name a few. No radiation and medication is not needed. If you are tired of getting no results, call us at 354-4459 or 356-7226.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Where?
The Fab India Expo Chaguanas, they have announced their final extension.
Final extension?
I thought they were going to be here for a little while. I have a whole list to shop for.
You always wait for last minute.
You know how much I like bargains. Last time they were closing, I got nearly 80% off.
They've got their Dosa festival happening as well. I need to tell my friends about it.
I will eat tandoori chicken, naan, butter chicken, biryani. Oh gosh, my mouth watering.
Also, I want to try their Bombay head massage.
I'll get a pedicure. You know the spa? They have 50% off on a Tuesday.
We have a few days left. They're closing on Monday, July 17th.
Monday the 17th of July.
Yes, Fab India Expo, opposite Medford Gas Station, Chaguanas. Closing on Monday, July 17th.
Super quality supermarket. Best quality and great prices. Get your fresh fruits, vegetables and meats. It's a one-stop shop for the most affordable groceries, baby items, kitchen supplies, bathroom accessories, car care supplies, pet food, toys and lots more, all at Super Quality Supermarket. Wide aisles, fully air-conditioned and secured parking. 3 locations nationwide: Hoover Car Park, Hoover, 98 Endeavour Road, Chaguanas, and 47 Tissue Drive, Trin-City. Super Quality Supermarket.
Yes. Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zelisa, where we continue to inform, educate, empower, and answer those unanswered questions. Our program coming to us with the kind compliments of Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, LP 78 Mono Road in Kunupe and opposite Palmis Park in San Fernando. 2 locations. Reminding you their contact numbers are 354-4459 4977226. The numbers are on your television screen. Alright. Also, if you want to send a message or you want to ask a question to Master Eric, you can send me a WhatsApp 3847142 3847142. I'll read it to Master and of course he will respond. You know, Master Eric, I believe that a lot of people are having problems, marriage problems, broken marriages, because for many reasons. And I feel in particular, because people want their marriages to be mended or fixed, or they feel like there is no hope, they go to the wrong people. And so I think going to the wrong people, they may be innocent in going to the wrong people. Understand what I'm saying? Because they're seeking help. They're innocent about where they're going, hoping, because this one say whatever. But you may be headed down a road that is a dark road that could be detrimental in the end. So you may feel that, all right, you'll get results, and they're spending thousands and thousands of money, and they're losing jewelry, and and too many people are complaining about these situations. And I think it's something I would like you to address. I know you always sing praises and you always talk about your wife, and it's because experience is the greatest teacher. And so you always tend to lend advice, and I think today, not just to lend advice, but to ensure that the word is out, that you don't get carried away going to the wrong places.
Right. Well, this is in every avenue of your life. It's just not a marriage, or it's just not about spiritual health or medical. Zelisa, I've got people that's been coming in, and the couple went in for counseling, and they went to spiritual people. lo and behold, to find out that the spiritual person liked the wife. So now he is pounding the husband,
boy.
trying to get them to split up so he can have the wife. We've got a lot of things going on here, and there's been people who come in, and I'm not saying I'm not going to say that, and I never will.
But you try to
We
be.
just do our best, okay? Now, there's people, they're starting to get smart. They don't just listen to something. They watch the eyes, they watch the body language, and now they're saying, now this one seems genuine. He seems like he'll care, or she, right? People getting smarter, and it's starting to work. But there's a lot of people out there, let's say spiritual work. And we went over this before, like the one case where they took $200,000 to clean the house. And they made her mortgage the house. And never got a house. I just did a program on Sunday to where a person said they wanted to get their house, the property tied, spiritually tied. Well, the pundit came, took a piece of string and strung it around the property and said it's tied. And took the money. And nothing was tied. And then I said to them, that's not going to work. You know, people, awareness, a little bit of knowledge can take you a long way. Even when it's medical. See, I want you to understand, the whole world today is always worried about certificate, degree, which I have. I'm not saying that. But we got people that have degrees that can't do nothing.
Okay.
So now you're going to walk in, you see something on the wall and say, oh wow, this guy must be good. And then when you start to talk to them, you see that they don't know anything. Be careful. Get references. Talk with people before you make that move.
Look, I've had people that would call me and say they spent $50,000-$60,000, and now I said, what? Why would you spend that money? What, for what reason? And yes, exactly. That's exactly what Zelisa, you don't understand. And I said, okay. And now they can't find that person.
No.
They can't find. And they robbed them of jewelry and money. And I've heard numerous cases like that.
Correct. And this is where it's going to start to happen. To where we're going to be going to the embassies of those people.
Well, I told somebody that
Why are you allowing this to happen?
Yeah. And I suggested go to the fraud squad.
No, they're already ready. We just need a little more cooking. But because we're even having people wire the money into their account. Now we have trained agents that they will use their account.
Yeah. I heard, yeah.
So
please, yeah. Oh boy. Yeah.
Because you're not going to find them after you get to it. You know, now, what about ill spiritual practices? Where even a local, it's kind of stuff.
Has to stop. Master Eric, a question. Good morning. I would like to know if he has an office in Tobago. Can you address? Well, I don't know that, but people, well, you could probably say, people buy tickets, you go throughout the world and help people.
We've been asked, and to open up in Tobago, it's not in the immediate time frame, but we will eventually.
Okay.
Most people in Tobago actually fly in or take the boat,
Right.
take the treatment, and go back. We have quite a few people in Tobago, probably over 80 to 100 people.
Brilliant. But then sometimes, like this person is asking if you're coming, perhaps it's spiritual work within there or problems like that, apart from the scan. Call.
I don't know which area.
Exactly. So my suggestion is that you call, let me share the number with you, 354-4459. It's on the television. 354-4459 or 497-7226. 497-7226.
So, and, you know, we'll help you. We'd love to help you, but I just need to know what is your problem. So give us a call later.
Yeah.
You know, Zelisa, I had this the other day come in, mother and daughter, and they were told a bunch of things that was not true. And they even had them, we talked about it before,
Right.
other cases, where they have to strip naked, the mother and daughter, and the spiritual person, I'm talking well-known, rubs them down with his own hands, giving them a spiritual bath. Now, Zelisa said, this has to stop, because they both said when they were done, nothing changed, and they felt dirty.
Well, of course, who want to strip naked in front of a stranger, more so have their hands on their bodies. Women, what are you allowing? And what are you allowing men to do to your daughters as well? Come on.
You know, this
annoys me, you know. You must know this is not right. You must have that discerning spirit to know, hey, this is madness.
All right, let me give you one that'll really make you mad. If a person has a demon, they are saying the only way to get that demon out, not all, I'm just saying just a few people.
Yeah. We're pointing out some cases.
Right. The only way to get it out is to have sex with you. Okay? So this is what I'm getting in the office. And now, these people, Zelisa, are making it harder for me to get through to these people because they have been traumatized.
Yeah.
Okay, so now they have to...
No, they need counseling.
Well, that, but they also need to try to trust somebody.
Yeah.
So it takes time to build that trust.
Oh, boy.
And I told everybody, even on TV,
Yeah.
you don't need a spiritual bath to fix your problem. So if anybody tells you you need a spiritual bath, people, you don't need it.
Run.
Okay? If you have a grog, there's a lot of things you don't need to do. Okay? There are ways to fix certain things. The right way, the clean way, and you get your help. See, Zelisa, Patras. I want to get into that.
Patras,
Yeah.
hold that thought. As soon as we return, because I don't want to break the trend, and this is very important. I'm glad you're going to touch on that.
Okay.
And we'll give the definition of what is a patra for those who do not know or do not understand the meaning of a patra. I want to remind you that there are two offices where you can visit Master Eric. LP 78 Monroe Road in Cunapare and opposite Palmis Park in San Fernando. And of course, our program is coming to us with the kind compliments of Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, where you could get that health scan, that body scan, and find a solution to those health problems. And then for your spiritual needs, you can make that appointment as well. Call 354-4459. That's 354-4459 or 497-7226. 354-4459, 497-7226. Let's go to these messages. When we return, Master Eric is going to give us an explanation, a definition of what is a patra, and we're going to be talking about that when we return. Stay with us.
The
Therapeutic treatments and tutoring by Nandi, certified occupational massage therapist and reflexologist, specialized in all types of therapeutic treatments like massages, reflexology, medicopping, detoxification, sinus drainage, body analysis scans, supplements and much more. Call or WhatsApp today at 3207256 or 3232060. Visit Agri Savers Limited, number 19 Orange Grove Trace, St. Augustine, for all your agriculture, livestock, pet, agri-equipment, hydroponics, cannabis, fishing tackle supplies and much more. Open Monday to Friday 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Contact 473-6074, 663-1094. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Tile Expression Limited, the #1 leader in tiles. Large stock, unbeatable prices, wide variety of porcelain tiles, ceramic tiles, wall and floor tiles, residential and commercial, granite and quartz countertops. Best quality from Spain, Italy, Brazil, India and China. Tile Expression Limited, conveniently located Monroe Road, Kunapir. Telephone 693-0015 or 223-TILE. Passage to Asia, the award-winning restaurant and banquet suite located in the heart of Chaguanas, the best fusion food restaurant in Trinidad and Tobago. From the second you enter to the moment you leave, you will be treated like royalty. Come dine in luxury and enjoy the finest combination of Asian cuisine prepared by skilled and qualified chefs at Passage to Asia. The experience is truly unforgettable, perfect for families, couples and large groups. Passage to Asia, located at St. Ives Street, Chaguanas. Contact 672-2701. Also visit us on Facebook and Instagram.
You know me. This is Bo Tiwari, and I want to invite you to a wonderful 1-hour show, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. every Monday. Freedom Monday is what it is, and I invite you to join me with my guests, people who know what they are talking about on issues that matter to you and to others, and on important issues of the day in Trinidad and Tobago, the Caribbean, and the world. Please join me for Freedom Monday. Bo Tiwari, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. every Monday starting Monday 10th July. So join me on U97.5 FM Multicultural Radio and Conversations with Zelisa on Synergy TV.
Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zelisa. I'm in conversation with Master Eric, and let's say good morning to the management and hard-working staff of Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited. Thanking you all for your commitment to ensuring, happiness and peace when you have your clients come to the office, and ensuring that, they are treated with dignity and respect. And not a lot of people do that. So I want to commend you all. I get great reviews on that. And of course, located LP 78 Monroe Road in Kunapir and opposite Palmis Park in San Fernando. Telephone contact numbers are 354-4459 or 497-7226. Those numbers are 354-4459, for 977-226. Make that call today. Lock it in on your phone, Master Eric. Welcome back, Master. And I'm happy that you're going to touch or talk to us about a patra.
Right, we don't have time to go in depth.
Yeah.
But this is being abused today too, right? A patra, they normally have the books.
Right.
And they take your date, time, birth,
Right.
place of birth.
Yes.
And then they align it with astrology. They also have to where there's a draw line with the magnetic field. Now, with that, it gives you a pretty general outlook what your life or what you may be going through. But,
especially for marriages, eh?
but now, Zelisa, they're doing it with computer software.
A lot of people are,
Right.
eh?
Now, the other day, I was in one of the big puja stores in Trinidad. A little 8-year-old boy saw me on TV. So he come up and he said, "Master?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "Can I read your patra?" I said, "You?" He goes, "Yes, I have the computer software."
This
And and he does readings for people, right?
Wow.
And he's a local, right? But here's the problem, and this is where people don't understand. You could read a patra. It'll be pretty accurate. But there's a problem with the world today, the earth itself, which is throwing the computer software way off. So what I mean by that, you could double check it, you could Google it, you can watch NASA in the US. And we did a show on it about a year ago on the shift, the magnetic shift of the earth.
Did, yeah.
Well, NASA's just proved it. It's made a major shift. So that's going to throw off the reading.
Oh.
Now, that's why when I do readings, I don't use no books. I don't use no software. I look at your eyes. Your eyes are the gateway to your soul. Your soul tells me what's going on with you. Okay, there's a huge difference because right now there's a major shift and they're trying to blame it on climate change. It's not so. And this is where that cover up for climate change is. So all I'm saying, be very careful. They could do it from the books. They could do it from your palms. They could do it from your forehead.
It's true.
There's many ways that you can do
Yeah.
reading.
You know, I did a show, I hosted a show for many years. The name of that show was Grahamar. And it was with Pandit Baldev Maharaj where he did readings. And Master Eric, people from all over the world would call in, give, like you say, date of birth. And he was really very accurate. But he did not only just tell you what was going on with your life. He actually told you the prayers that you should do, the changes you should make, things like that.
See,
to get.
this
But I mean,
is-
he was consistent and
That's what's
credible.
That's what's supposed to be done. Let me say something. A lot of people can read, right? But they can't fix it.
That's
So why are you even going to them
yeah,
if they can't fix it? You need to go to somebody like what he did.
yeah.
You advise, you have things ready.
Right. Discuss.
Like when
yeah.
people come and they say for Hindus or even Christians or Muslims, because the Muslims will come in and say, well, we have this problem, but we don't believe, going out of our faith, right? I'll say, but I have all the Muslim prayers. Let me print it out for you. I even have it in Urdu, so the ancient language. So you have things ready for everybody that comes in.
Yeah.
And you guide them, but this isn't being done. There's a lot of fraud, and they're portraying to be somebody that they're not. My wife the other day, she's walking in the east-west corridor. I don't want to say the town. And the ones we talked about, the
Yeah. Yeah.
The spiritual people, they come up with a brochure.
But they
say,
claim they're spiritual.
oh my God, you have somebody doing bad to you. Come, let us give you a reading, right? She lambasted, she blasted him, right? And she says, you're a con artist. You're just out taking people's money. This has to stop,
Yeah.
right? At least she's standing up, okay? That's why I love her, right? We have to be very cautious of where we're going. Now, I'm just not talking about Hindus now. Zelisa. There are churches, not all, we have a lot of great churches in Trinidad. But there's some that is doing, how do I word this, to where they are doing sexual activities after. Now, don't disgrace God for your negativity. Let me tell you something. Don't use God as a front to act like you're spiritual, but inside you're darker than the devil. You know,
It's wrong.
this is wrong, and this is why people are leaving. They're leaving the spiritual institutions because they are not getting the guidance. They're not getting the help. They're seeing all of this. Everybody now says it's a money-making operation.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, people are being turned off. And our job is to try to bring them closer to God. But people are getting wise, Zelisa, because the other day I asked one question. And no one could answer it. No one. You could give me a spiritual leader, they can't answer.
You know what is sad and what is unfair, Pastor Eric? And I think it's okay if people want to drive a nice expensive car and they want to live in a big house. But what is unfair and it's wrong and it's evil is that you have some of these spiritual people, say they're spiritual people, nowhere near spirituality, living a lavish life, eating, flaunting where they're eating in big expensive restaurants, flying all over the world on holidays, and they're flaunting that on Facebook as well. You know, they're living lavish lives and they have people that come to them catching their tail. They don't know where the next dollar is. They go home and they don't even have food to cook.
No food.
And they're taking the last dry cent, giving these people false hopes. Well, if you plant a seed or if you give this, you'll... Don't do that. It's wrong.
All right, so let me ask you something. Why is it at the beginning of the year, there's a lot of places that say, give your donation of $1,000 and God is going to bless you for the whole year. Let me tell you something, people. God has nothing to do with money.
Nothing.
What's God going to do for money? Right? That is wrong. And Jesus Christ, when the disciples came with a bag of money, and remember, he didn't live in a lavish place. They traveled.
Oh,
People would put him up.
Yeah.
Right?
You're correct.
And he came up with a bag of coin, and Jesus said, what is this? He said, these are donations that people gave.
Yeah.
He said, give it back.
Yeah.
So right there, that tells you Jesus and God's intention isn't money. It's about connecting you to them.
No,
You cannot buy your way to heaven.
No.
There is no way. So I don't know what they're trying to do, who they're trying to fool, but this has to stop. A person should give what they can afford.
Ford. Exactly.
Now, there's an old proverb in Hinduism. A very old, very poor family didn't even have food for the kids. And they starved themselves for 3 days to make their offering to Lord Vishnu, which was 1 grain of rice. And Mother Lakshmi was up in heaven with Lord Vishnu. And they're watching. And the man stood in front and cried and said, I'm so sorry, Baba, but this is all I could give. And he handed the rice. And up there, Lord Vishnu went, Brother Lakshmi said, what's wrong? He said, my belly full. Because he gave it with his heart. It's not what we give. It's how we give it to God. And when you give it with nothing to expect to come back to you,
Correct.
it's genuine. And this is where we're being misled. We can't pay God off.
No.
There's no way. And charity work, same thing. If you're given charity, wanting praise and looked up to, it don't count. You
Charity.
have to do it selflessly.
Yeah, without anything in return. Charity begins at home, you know, right in your
Correct.
home. Right in your home. If you know your family members are a little less fortunate, you could take the book list and say, here, what, let me buy the children books. Or they need shoes when school reopening or uniform. Understand? Those are the things, if you could afford to do it. You know your neighbor next door living alone and you could cook a little extra and give them some food. That is what charity is. You know, how many times you know your own family members cannot pay a bill, they live in thing, and you could afford to do it, then help. Charity begins at home, in the community. Bake some bread and give. You know, that is what charity is. Give what you could afford.
Not
And you have
demanded.
to take, not demand. I love that. Don't demand it. I will give it. Ask and you shall receive. But don't demand and expect it. I must. Yeah. Okay, let's go to these messages. First of all, sincere thanks to the management and staff, Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited. They are located LP 78 Mono Road in Kunupe and opposite Palmis Park in San Fernando. Telephone contact numbers 354-4459, 497-7226. Let's go to these messages.
Welcome to OATS, Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, the future of healthcare, which provides full body scans, which we detect and treat cancer, tumors, all heart conditions, cysts, fibroids, dementia, Parkinson's, just to name a few. No radiation and medication is not needed. If you are tired of getting no results, call us at 354-4459 or 356-7226.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Where?
The Fab India Expo Shaguanas, they have announced their final extension.
Final extension?
I thought they were going to be here for a little while. I have a whole list to shop for.
You always wait for last minute.
You know how much I like bargains. Last time they were closing, I got nearly 80% off.
They've got their Dosa festival happening as well. I need to tell my friends about it.
I will eat tandoori chicken, naan, butter chicken, biryani. Oh gosh, my mouth watering.
Also, I want to try their Bombay head massage.
I'll get a pedicure. You know the spa? They have 50% off on a Tuesday.
We have a few days left. They're closing on Monday, July 17th.
Monday the 17th of July.
Yes, Fab India Expo, opposite Medford Gas Station, Shaguanas. Closing on Monday, July 17th.
Super quality supermarket. Best quality and great prices. Get your fresh fruits, vegetables and meats. It's a one-stop shop for the most affordable groceries, baby items, kitchen supplies, bathroom accessories, car care supplies, pet food, toys and lots more, all at Super Quality Supermarket. Wide aisles, fully air-conditioned and secured parking. 3 locations nationwide: Hoover Car Park, Hoover, 98 Endeavour Road, Shaguanas, and 47 Tissue Drive, Trincity. Super Quality Supermarket.
Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zelisa, in conversation with Master Eric. Coming to us with the kind compliments of Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, LP 78 Mono Road, Kunupe, and opposite Palmis Park in San Fernando. Telephone numbers are 354-4459, 497-7226. I'm going straight to the messages that are coming in. Okay. Hi, morning. I want to ask Master Eric, is there anything called tithes in church? They're always talking about tithes. Thanks. That 1/10 of your pension, if one does not sow that will Jesus punish us?
Okay. First of all, that's a false narrative.
All right.
Now, since we're on it, Zelisa, next week, everybody, tithing. I'm going to talk about tithing in the Bible.
Nice.
There's not just one, there's 4. And all of them was written for the 12 tribes of Israel,
Wow.
for the Levites.
Good
We're going to go in all that.
Good. Good morning, Zelisa. You sound loads better. Thank you. Blessings to you and Master Eric. Master Eric sounds so cute saying Tanti. And a nice smiley face.
That's my tanties out there.
Yeah. I'm asking this question concerning the alignment of the universe. The date today is the 7th of the 7th month of the year. Adds up to 7. What can Master Eric share about that 777? That's interesting.
That's interesting. But we only got 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying, next week I will reference that, and I am going to talk about tithing.
Brilliant.
Because let me tell you something. I want to tell everybody, please tune in this Sunday night on Sankhya TV at 6 p.m. This program you don't want to miss. You're going to see something that nobody's ever seen before, and it's going to shock you, okay? So tell all your relatives. It's going all over social media right now. Watch, because it's going to make you. What the title is for this one is evil real or is it not?
If evil is real or not?
Yeah.
Evil
And you're
is
going to
evil.
see it. Now, Zelisa, one more point that I want to talk about before we leave.
Please.
I'm seeing a lot of marriages being ripped apart for nonsense. And it goes both ways, but it's been more on the man's side. And they don't even treat the wife like a wife. They're like roommates. She's like a maid. And then when they get paid, they leave on Friday night and come back Monday. And their kids and everything. I want to address this too in another program, but next week we're given the date of the classes where people, what causes divorce, what do you look for, what is lacking in marriages today, how do we fix it. There is hope, people. There is hope. Because remember the first day you had that sparkle in your eye? I knew when I met my wife. And that sparkle will always be there for her. But we lose it sometimes because of everything we're doing in life. We start to take for granted what they're doing. And it becomes an expectation now instead of, oh my God, thank you. You know, and then some people say, well, why do I don't want to eat the same food every day? Right? So they're looking for other women. Well, why did you get married in the first place? What example are you giving your children? I want to show how all this affects the children.
You're hurting
The
your
adults.
children. You're correct. When you hurt your wife, she's the mother of your children. You feel you're hurting her alone. You're hurting your children and your grandchildren. And let me tell you something. You said something there earlier about men. You realize that men from a Friday, they pack up and they're gone for 3-4 days for the whole weekend, lining. What the hell they're doing? They're not home. You're selfish.
But they won't let the wife do it.
No, she can't do that.
No.
Why? If she wants to go by her in-law, by her parents, or what?
They won't
the
even let them do that.
point is, husband and wives, when you do that, you're selfish. If you know you want to live a life where you're free and you're single and you're disengaged, don't get married and don't have children. Live life lavishly.
No,
But
they
don't
should marry
take the
their buddies.
Yeah, don't take the responsibility of being a husband, because it comes with it's not just about love. It's about a responsibility and a duty to your wife, your husband, and your kids. Just remember that. Stop it.
And the problem is, Zelisa, some of them's been like this for 40 years. And the women are numb. They're just numb. They'll tell me when they come in that they're just walking and doing just for sake. There's no feeling in what they do anymore. because they've been mentally and emotionally
The
beaten
person
down.
that you fell in love with becomes a stranger in your life. Why you allow that to
This
happen?
has to be addressed
It
because
has to be.
And then
Because
there's
that's
a-
why we have all these delinquent children, Master Eric. That's why we have all these problems in the schools.
well, who's the role model? And now the gang leader will be the role model. Your friends will be the role model. And this is where the whole shift starts. We're going to go into that, but next week is tithing. I like what the lady wrote.
Okay, great.
So
we'll
we're going to
talk
go over
about
that,
Nice.
the 4 tithings.
Good.
I'll bring my notes. We're going to go in depth.
Great. And then, of course, whether it's an auspicious day or not with the 7-7.
I will go over that
I
too.
remember it saying today that, yes,
I
it's
saw
the
that
7
this
and
morning.
the 7th month, and I was wondering,
I saw it this
well,
morning.
that's kind of like, what is that, does it have a meaning or not?
Well, yes, it does.
So great, good.
But then we'll go over maybe the last 10 minutes next week over what other numbers mean too.
Nice.
When you wake up and you see it on your alarm clock, you see it when you're driving.
Somebody had sent me a message last week with regards to sleeping and actually seeing Jesus in the room, and wanted to know whether it was a good message or a bad message. But I think once you see Jesus, that's a blessing.
Well, what we'll do, we could have people write questions as we do the show next week.
Excellent.
And I want to hear people's experiences when you see Jesus. When you see
how you feel.
other spiritual.
Yeah.
If you see a deity, I would love to hear your experience.
Also, if you see someone like someone who's gone on to the great beyond, like a grandparent or a parent or something, what does it mean? Those things. I think people are.
But when you see them, they're younger.
Nice.
And we could really go in depth. There's many shows we could do.
Yeah.
But I want to hit the tithing. Why?
Yes,
They're
I do.
taking advantage.
Great. I
They're
want to
taking
say,
advantage.
yeah, and if we know better, then we need to share that, bring that awareness, because sometimes you are innocent and thinking, well, if I do this, then God will bless me, or if I give this, then please pay your bills and make sure you can buy food in your house and make sure you have your children books and school things before you give. That's not being selfish. That's making sure and taking care of your family and yourself. Make sure your health is under control.
What is this-
Some people sick and they can't buy medicine, but they're still giving.
But the question is, what's the spiritual consequences for not doing your duty?
Good. So
Serious.
we'll talk about, I think that's excellent. Master, again, sincere thanks and gratitude for you coming
problem.
here, taking time off. I know you're very consumed and busy, but you always, in terms of reaching out and sharing your wealth of knowledge, trying to help people, bringing awareness so people can make better choices and they could live happy and in peace. So for all of your spiritual needs, all of your spiritual problems, all of your health concerns that you're not too sure about, please contact Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited. There are 2 locations, one LP 78 Monroe Road in Cunupere and opposite Palmies Park in San Fernando. Telephone contact numbers are 354-4459 497-7226. For the elderly people, I'm going to read it again. 354-4459 497-7226. Reminding you, we have a repeat today at 3 o'clock on Synergy TV. Do continue to stay with us, Ultimate in Programming. Thank you so much for choosing us. Please be good, law-abiding citizens. Do what is right. You know what is right, Make the right choice. Make the right decision. Respect the law of the land. Here's reminding you that with God, all things are possible. I am Zelisa Budu Singh Rupani. Thank you so much for choosing us. Be safe, be happy, be blessed, and have a great weekend.